Okay, so now this is I think this is a very useful project. So this guy, he wants to start a winery business, and he only has $10,000 cash in the first year. And this is they have different costs, okay, cost of grapes per bottle. So they have Petit Syrah, it's 80 cents the first year, and then he expected this will go up to 85 cents. And then another one, Sauvignon Blanc, it will cost 70 cents, and then next year still stay in 70 cents. But for the selling price per bottle, the Petit Syrah, it will be sold for $8 first year, and then next year $8.25. But the Sauvignon Blanc will be $7 in both years. And because they want to keep Petit Syrah a little bit more, it's only $1 difference, but they want to keep it a little bit like higher level than Sauvignon Blanc. So they want to have minimum 40% sold, is the minimum 40% of sales should come from Petit Syrah, and then no more than 70% come from Petit Syrah, okay, Syrah. And the demand, they think, created by advertising. Petit Syrah is $5, 5 bottles, and then for $1, and then for Sauvignon Blanc is 8 bottles. The next year is 6 and 10. Okay. So because he has limited cash, so he need to figure out what is the best way to use his $10,000 to buy grapes. But he need to find a balance where he can put it in advertising, okay, put enough for advertising so he sell enough bottle. At the same time, he has the rest of the money enough to buy the grapes, okay? So this is what we need to decide. And you already know, like, the blue area is the known information that I just tell you guys. And then the pink area will be the variables. So we need to figure out how many bottle we want to produce. So that's related to how many grapes we're going to buy, okay? And then we are going to figure out how many bottles we are going to sell. And that's also constrained by, the juice we have, and then how much you put in advertising, okay? So basically, I already put in all the information that we will need. And then I already put in, like, this, when you see this, there's a constraint here and here, and then, here, this. So there are some constraints here, okay? And then I already put, like, the instruction. The availability will be equal to the grapes produced and purchased, okay? So did I record it? Yeah, shoot. I didn't I did, okay, good. I don't want to do this again. So, so let's try to figure out, some information. Like here, the availability should be equal to the grapes produced and purchased. Okay, so availability will be equal to the grapes we produce and purchase, okay? So basically this one we can just copy and copy, because this is how much we have. And then see, double click, so it's here. This is the Sauvignon Blanc we are going to purchase in year 2, and this is what will be available, okay? But we have constraints because we don't want, whatever we have available, it should be greater than what we are going to sell, okay? And what we are going to sell is run by solver as well, but they have to have constraint by the demand. So the demand will be affected by how much we put in on advertising, right? So, and then this is how much we're going to put in on advertising. Okay, so if we put in $1 here, then the demand here will be 5 bottles. Okay, so 5 bottles. So here, what we can do is this will be equal to the amount we put in times the demand. Okay, and because it's in the same direction, so we can just drag it over, drag it down, and usually like I told you guys, I always click on the last cells to see if it's still, so it's still the second year, Sauvignon Blanc times the advertising we're going to spend there. Okay, so that's that. So that's two constraints. So the first constraint is, whatever we buy the grapes, you know, the juice of grapes, it will be whatever we have available, and that should be greater than what we can sell. But what we can sell will be affected also by how much we put in here. Okay, so we have two constraints. This area greater than this area, and then this area smaller than this area. Okay, so that's one. And then the next is the percentage constraint. We have 40%, 70%. So basically, see, so basically the minimum we want to sell Petite Syrah is 40%. So that's B16. B16 of the total sold. The total sold is B27 plus B28, right? So this one should be equal to this 40%. We're going to put a dollar sign. 40% times times the total, which is this plus this. Oops. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So this is this times this plus this. But then we move to second year. These two should move here, but these should stay there. So let's move to second year. It's the same thing. So still 40%, and it should be this 40% should be how should I put it? Like in between these numbers, okay? Okay, does it make sense? Okay. So this is that. And then the maximum is exchange the minimum to maximum. So it's this one, the maximum, and then put a dollar sign times the Sauvignon, the Syrah Petite Syrah plus this. Okay, the total first year, total sales for first year. Okay, so that's the maximum. And then drag it over. So that's the second year maximum. Okay, and then this one, oops. So this one, it should be equal to whatever we are going to sell, so this year. So it should be equal to B27. Let's see here, B27, this. So this should be between these two numbers, 40% and 70%. We'll then drag it over. Wait, yeah. Okay, C27. Any questions so far? So this looks complicated in the beginning, but you know, once you know what to put stuff in, then you should be good. So this is the cash constraint. Remember the first year, we only have $1,000, $10,000. So for the first year, we should only have $10,000, so it'd be equal to B3. $10,000. This there. Oops. Okay, so I have instructions on every cell that you need. Formula for. And then for the money you spend will be the money you spend on grapes and on advertising. Okay. So this is equal to the money you spend on advertising and the money you spend on grapes. So these two. Okay. Wait, no. So it should be some product of this. This is advertising and this is $1, so it should be just sum. Because this is for $1 we spend, so this is $1 we spend. Okay, so just sum of those two. Plus the money we spend on the grapes, on the juice, so this is for per bottle. So there will be some product of this for the grapes or juice times how many bottles we are going to produce. So here. Okay. Okay. And then I can drag this over. And let me double click. Okay, so it's here, this is the sum plus the sum product of this times this. Okay. What's a little bit more difficult is this one. So this one, the second year cash available is whatever, although year one minus our spending. So whatever we have available in year one minus our spending in year one plus what we are going to make by selling the one in year one. Okay. So year two will be equal to, we had $10,000, but then we use it in here. Let's just do this. Okay. So I don't have to do the formula again. So the one we spend, so that's the leftover plus what we make, which is some product. Some product of this, we sold this with the selling price here. So that's the, can you see this? Should I double click? So basically this minus this plus the revenue from selling the wine. Okay, this is the money we have for year two. And then whatever we have for year two, we're going to spend again on the grapes and advertising for year two. So the profit should be income from selling wine in both years minus the advertising expenses and minus the grapes, right? So let me make it bigger. Okay, so basically, this one will be some product of selling the grapes. So it's both years, so we can just select the whole thing times this, the whole box. Okay, as long as they are corresponding, the sales are corresponding, then that's good. And then this is the revenue minus the cost, which is also some product. Of the grapes we get, that we make, times the cost. And then minus the advertising sum of all this. Okay? So this is, so yeah, let me wait. So, oops, produce, 7. Okay? Let me change the color to yellow, so I can see better. Okay, are you ready? So let's do solver. Do it slowly. So we want to maximize the profit. Okay, by changing, there are several cells we need to change. So by changing this, and then click control this and this. Okay. And then one constraint, I think I'm going to put this. These two has to be integer. Yeah. Which one? Okay. And then we see the unequal sign. Okay, so the bottle produced and sold should be integer. And then here, this. So this is a little bit different than what we did. Usually we have one line greater equal than another line, but this is like the area. Okay, this area should be greater equal than this area. Okay. Add, and then this area will be smaller equal to this area. Okay. And then we have the, excuse me, the sales percentage. So this will be less equal to this. Add, and then the actual will be less equal to the maximum. Okay, and then the cash, this will be less equal than this. I think that's it. So this is all the see all the constraint. So let's see, actual price is equal than that. Yeah. Okay. And then we have two integers. Ready? See how much money he can make after 2 years from $10,000. Okay. Oh, see, in 2 years can make almost $700,000. Yeah. Okay? So this is the last project because it looks complicated, but it's not. But if you apply for any job that related to, like, you need to run software, you can show them this project, like, oh, we did this. You can use this for analyzing, you know, a lot of project that you need to do. Okay, like this one is the information. Okay, so this is the project that we can do. Any questions? If not, I'm going to stop the recording. And so this is for December 8th, okay, for today. No questions?